I believe that we are currently in a season where the Lord is wanting his people to prepare for the storm. And in this case, prepare for financial storms. And I'm going to show you in this video 3 ways that you can prepare to weather the storm that is coming ahead financially. Let's go. Hey there, welcome. If it's your first time joining me here, a double welcome to you. Over here, we talk about faith and finances, and we talk about becoming better stewards of the financial resources that God has given us. And we use biblical and practical strategies to achieve that. Now, today, I really believe that we are in a season where the Lord is calling his people to really be prepared for the financial storm that is coming. If you're in my age range, you are familiar with this song, and I believe it's prophetic, but it says, sunny days, everybody loves them. Storms will come. This we know for sure. But tell me, can you stand the rain? And so it's saying what we already know, that storms do come. It's for sure that storms come. But are you ready to stand and weather those storms? Tough times come. Are you ready to weather the storms? And I believe that this is the word that the Lord wants you to know right now, that there's a storm coming. There's a financial storm coming, and you might not even be aware of it because there's been so much going on, and you're not aware that there's a storm brewing, a financial storm brewing, and God is wanting his people to be, first of all, tuned into him and not to the world, right? And 2, to be prepared to weather the storm. I'm going to repeat that. To be prepared to weather the storm. And I can hear some people saying, it's already hard enough. How can it get worse? But what I'm telling you is that things usually get much, much worse before they get better. Okay. And I'm speaking to a sober Christian. I'm speaking to a mature Christian that knows that they cannot go through tough times without the hand of the Lord upon them. God's will is that we get safely through the storm, that we weather the storm, right? And we get safely to the other side, not harmed, not scarred in any way, but even prospering and doing better than the people of the world. That is what he wants for you. And so today I'm going to go to scripture in the book of Proverbs 6, verses 6 to 8. And it says, this is the NKJV version, and it says, go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise, which having no captain, overseer, or ruler, provides her supplies in the summer and gathers her food in the harvest. And what this is saying is very simple. The ant prepares in advance for the storm. So if you've spent time outside and watched an ant or ants get their food and store them up, it's such a fantastic thing. They carry these loads bigger than themselves, right? Heavy loads, and store them up of little pieces of bread, little pieces of food that they find, and they gather them up, preparing for when they're not able to gather that food, when they're not able to gather their provision. They're busy working. And so as Christians, we should be busy working. Look at the ant. Consider her ways. She is wise. She builds, and I believe that I speak specifically to kingdom women here. She builds when there's still provision, when there's still time. She builds and she stores up. No one is reminding the ant. She is just aware of seasons, and she knows that ahead there'll be a time when she won't be able to work hard and store this stuff up. So she's doing it now. Now, this is Bible. This is the Bible telling you this. And unfortunately, kingdom people are tending to operate the way the world operates. Panic when the storm hits. Panic and try to move when the pressure has already hit. But by then, it's too late. It's already a storm. And so today, I want to really help us prepare for the storm financially. And I'm going to talk about 3 ways that you can prepare for a financial storm. Okay. You know, if you watch hurricane areas, people that live in those areas that are prone to hurricanes, they do these 3 things. And I'm going to use those 3 things in terms of finances, right? To help us plan ahead and to help us prepare for the storm. One thing that they do is that they protect what they already have. If you watch on TV or if you live in a hurricane-prone area, you know that people will board up their windows. They'll get sandbags around their properties. They try to fix some weak areas in their fencing or their walls or whatever it is to prepare for the hurricane that's coming. Now, financially, that looks like identifying right now where you have money leaks. And what are money leaks? Money leaks are just things that are draining money that's coming in, but have really no use, right? They are just irrelevant. You know, things like subscriptions for things that you don't even use anymore, apps you don't use, or TV streaming apps that you don't even watch anymore. Those are little amounts, but they drain, they leak, right? They drain your income. And sometimes at the end of the month, you feel like, well, I just paid the basics and I have nothing left. Like, where is my money going? So financially, what you should do right now as a Christian who wants to be a better steward of their finances, who wants to be prepared for the financial storm that's coming ahead, I want you to begin to track your numbers, look at all your bank activity, look at where your money is going, take time, set aside some time, even this weekend, set aside an hour, 2 hours, look at all your banking activity and begin to remove unnecessary money leaks. I even think that we should go back to basics and start writing down our budgets. The apps are good. I'm in favor of apps, but if you haven't learned the basics, it's very hard to use apps and it's very hard to even use all this technology to help you manage your finances. So I'm saying get down, put pen to paper and start to write down your budget for the month ahead and plan to stick to that budget. Now you can get a notebook. I have a budgeting workbook as well that you can purchase. I'll put the link below, but you can use anything that works for you in this moment. But I don't want you to delay. I'll do it right now. We're in April of 2026 and it's unbelievable. It feels like just a day ago we were celebrating New Year's and we're already past the first quarter. And so there is no time to waste. There is no time. You don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know if you will still have that job that you have right now. And so you want to protect all that hard work that you put in to make money. You want to protect that by keeping as much of it that you make in your bank account. So go over your accounts again. I'm going to go over this again. Go over your accounts. Go over your expenditures, whatever's going out, and begin to identify money leaks and plug them up. Subscriptions, cancel them. If you're not using them, cancel them. If you are eating out, stop that. Try and reduce that. If you're eating out 4 days a week, start slowly, reduce it to 3 days a week and then 2 days a week and then maybe only 1 day a week. But do something to begin to prepare for the storm ahead. Number 2 thing that people do in areas that are prone to storms that you should be doing right now to prepare for a financial storm that's coming ahead is store up. They build up the resources, right? They store up water, the basics. And right now, I believe that the Lord is saying in this season that you need to begin to store up financially and more importantly, liquid cash. Begin to build an emergency fund. Begin to save consistently. Begin to cut unnecessary spending. You don't build reserves during the storm. You're aware, if you live in a hurricane-prone area, you're aware that once a storm hits, the water prices go up, the water runs out. But if you've been building and you already have water stored up, you don't have to run to the store when the news says that a storm is coming. And in the same way, in your finances, you begin to build reserves before the storm hits. And so when the storm hits, you rely on what you've already built. And number three way that you can prepare for a financial storm is to have a backup plan and to pray. If you're a Christian, pray first and ask God for strategy on a backup plan. And a backup plan financially looks like having an income backup plan in case the job that you have is lost, in case your business fails. You cannot, in this season, have only one stream of income. In this season, you should have more than one stream of income. And so put yourself as a Christian to prayer. Ask God for your own particular strategy to create income backup plans. Ask God, pray very simply, Lord, show me where I have been careless with what you've entrusted to me. Teach me discipline, give me wisdom like the ant, and help me prepare for the financial storm that's coming ahead. Most of all, do not panic. Continue to do the work. Continue to follow these steps so that when the storm comes, you will rise above the storm. Not only will you weather the storm, you will prosper in the storm. I want you to be able to say yes when somebody asks you, can you stand the financial rain? If this helped you and you're ready to walk in good financial stewardship, I want you to comment ready. I want you to like this video. I want you to share this video, and I want you to subscribe. And I want you to check the description box for some resources that I will put in there that will help you implement these steps that we talked about so that you can weather financial storms ahead. Take care. I will see you in the next video.